Today, let's talk about how you can build a brand that you can actually be proud of. If you're like me, probably you have a lot of gifts, talents, expertise that you want to share, right? So you hear all these experts, and including me, you hear us saying, pick one thing, be a specialist in one thing, and just serve people on that way. That is totally true. But there is also a way that you can do this in a way that you can basically coach in multiple niches, and in a way that you can position your brand as an expert and build a brand that you're really proud of. After helping clients to launch, grow, and scale their brands for so many years, I want to help you out to know how you can build your brand to really be proud of. Many coaches think that if they put out their content and they just get visible, then they will have clients. It's not necessarily the truth. The truth is you really need to have a great brand in that way. And when I speak about brand, I'm not speaking about just your following and creating amazing raving fans, which is important, but is not the most important thing when it comes to building a brand. If you want to build a brand the right way, you actually need to build a brand based on the people that you're looking to attract and not necessarily having lots of followers, which is great for self-esteem and everything, but you need to build your following and you need to build your audience based on the people that could serve your business as well. And many coaches have this problem of not being able to do this, not even being able to build an audience because they don't really have an offer. They don't have a clear offer. They don't know exactly what they need to offer in the market. They think that if they have a website or they put just some sessions in a package, they have an offer, and then they go out there and they put it and they say, okay, now where are the clients, right? So I don't want you to make this mistake. And if you've made this mistake, it's not your fault, right? You didn't know this thing. So let me share with you what you can actually do in order to avoid this kind of mistake. The first thing that you need to do is really building an amazing offer. You need to build an amazing offer based on where your clients are to actually where they want to get. And then you need to know how to actually close the gap. And in order for you to close the gap, you need to know what are the steps that you would take your ideal clients through to go from where they are to where they want to be. And to do it in a way that is like the easiest, the fastest, the quickest, depending what your brand is. And in a way that they understand, this is me. I'm raising my hand. She's speaking to me. I want to work with her because she understands where I am right now and she understands where I want to get. When you have a great offer, a world-class offer, what I call it, that's the moment you attract the right clients, only the right clients, the clients that actually are happy to invest in working with you, the ones that they are excited to refer you further as well. Because when you help them into a signature program, what I call it, then you really need to take them from where they are to where they want to be and share the steps that you take them through so it's easier for them to understand. Because if you don't have a great offer, the problem is then you're going to attract a lot of nightmare clients who would say that maybe you didn't give them the results that you promised, or maybe they would be like completely unsure what you're actually selling. They don't even know how you're actually supporting them out. So you need to have a clear offer to take them from the point A to the point B. So think about this like you're going to a destination, right? So if you want to travel to a destination, you always need to know where you're actually traveling, right? So your ideal clients would want to know where are they traveling? Where are you taking them to? Once you know where you want to take them, then you need to understand also, okay, where are they right now and why they couldn't get where they want to get. So if you don't know where are they right now, you may take them a couple of steps further and then they would not necessarily feel that they see the value in the offer, in the amazing transformation that you're providing, because they may feel that it's like they are too close to the transformation they want to get in. The same way is important if you take them from a place where they're too further from like where they need to be when they actually want to invest. You need to do a lot of teaching and educating to make them understand that they need your offer, which is not the way I teach my clients and which is not the best way to actually get clients. You want to have clients who they already understand that you're the right solution for their problem and they feel understood in the way you're speaking to them. In the way you're communicating your message, they understand that you get them and that you have a solution to help them solve their problem. And coming back to the example with traveling to a destination, now the point A could be like when you know that you want to travel to a destination, you're in a certain moment in your life, right? You're in a moment when you're like thinking that I need a vacation or I need to see the love of my life that lives like across the country or whatever, right? Depending what is that point A, this is a specific point for you in that moment. It doesn't mean that it's the same for someone else, but there is a group of people that they have the same pain point and they have the same desire to get to that kind of destination. It's the same for your clients. That point A, it's different for different people. So that's why you need to speak the message to one particular group of people so they understand that you speak to them and not someone else. And once you have this amazing offer, in order for you to build a brand that you're really proud of, then you need to know how to actually position your brand to build it, right? So this is the moment when you need to understand, this is the offer that I have. Now, how can I position myself as an expert? How can I position myself as an influencer? How can I become an authority in the way that people understand that I'm the solution for their problem? Even if there are like many others out there that they do maybe similar things, why would they pick me over someone else? What are the maybe core values, the perceptions that they have about me, about my brand? Not just about the image of my brand, but like really the full experience of my brand. And the way I teach my clients to do this is always think about your brand is made by two worlds, the exterior world and the interior world. The exterior world is what people think about you, your brand, the experience that they have about working with you or being in your presence and all these things. The interior world is how you feel about your brand. What do you think about your brand? What do you feel about your brand, right? What core values do you have? What experience do you want to give to people that you want that your brand will be more perceived in that direction? So now when you combine this, the perception that you have about your brand from the exterior point of view, what people think about you, with what you believe that it is, right? Combine these two elements together and then you're gonna see what overlaps. And that is actually your brand. Because it makes no sense to build a brand just because clients say that this is what they want from you and maybe it's not aligned with what you actually want to deliver or how you actually want to be perceived, or something that only you think that you want and you think that this is the best way to be, but not taking into consideration what people actually see in you and actually what they want from you. Only then you understand what is the personality of your brand, what is the archetype of your brand, and all these things that will gonna help you know exactly what words you're gonna use on your sales page, on your marketing communication, like on your content and all the presentation that you have. The coaches that they are really struggling to get leads, they are struggling because of this, because they either promise something that is not really aligned with who they are and what they actually want to deliver, or is not really what people actually want from them. And of course, there are a couple of more things that are coming into the place when you're in your brand for influence and getting leads and all these things, which actually gets me to the third point, which is really knowing how to promote with confidence. Know how to actually sell this offer. This will help you really build a brand that you're really proud of. Because one thing is to have the amazing offer and know how to position your brand for influence. Now, if you're not making money in the business, then just having people who like your stuff and all these things, it's not enough for you to actually feel proud of building this business. You need to know how to actually build your audience, how you can build your audience to be excited to hear your message and be excited to take on your offer and all this. So it's not just about building a brand for influence and now people see you, trust you, and they are excited to know more about you. In order for you to build that trust, in order for you to build that engaged audience, you need to give them content. You need to give them content to show the value that you're providing, to give them a taste of how would it be to actually work with you, to understand this even before getting on the call with them, even before really pitching your offer. This is important because it's like you're going to a restaurant. And if you're going to a restaurant, let's say you're hungry, right? And you don't know exactly which restaurant you want to pick. The moment you're outside and you feel the smell of the food and everything, you want to enter in whatever restaurant it is. But if someone comes to you and says, let me give you just a sample of this meal that we are having today to see if you actually want to come to our restaurant and be a client of us, then you would taste the food. And if you like the food, then you would be more inclined to go to that restaurant compared with someone else who doesn't give you absolutely anything and you just pass through the streets. At the same time, you cannot give them the full meal because then you would be out of business. So you need to actually give them a piece of it to have a taste of it and then really sell them the rest of your offer. This gets me to the next point, which is really about knowing actually how to sell without feeling pushy, without feeling salesy, without all these things that will gonna support you in really building a brand that you're really proud of. Because when you get clients and you see the transformation that you're providing for them and you see them really satisfied with the amazing transformation that you're providing for them, then you will be so proud of yourself because you will be having clients who are going to refer you further. You will not necessarily need to be all the time 24/7 on social media because there will be clients that are going to refer you further as well. And in these kind of situations, like I was when I had some problems with my Mac and all this, if you know like the story about that, having clients who are coming back to you over and over again, it's really a gift. And it's a gift of knowing how to actually build a personal brand that you're proud of, personal brand that makes you as an expert, and a personal brand that gets you recognition in your space. While it's great to really sell your services as a coach and it will gonna make you be proud of your brand, the thing is, it's not enough if you actually want to do it on a long-term game. If you want to do it on a long-term game, you need to know how to launch like a star, what I call it, right? You need to know how you can launch your personal brand, how you can launch your offer, how you can launch to really support you at the highest level for the lifestyle that you're looking to have in your business, and at the same time also supporting your clients to the highest level possible. You need to know how to present your offer. You need to know how to sell your services. Not just getting a client after one client. It's about how can you actually expand your reach? How can you actually impact more people's lives with your gifts? Because the problem is I've seen a lot of coaches who are going out there and just putting an offer and doing all these things. And maybe they have a brand, maybe they take some photos that they look amazing and stuff like this. But that is not enough to build a brand. It's not enough to launch a brand successfully. It's not enough to launch a brand that you're proud of, because you can be proud of when you're actually having amazing clients that you're excited to serve them, and at the same time, they are excited to refer you further. So if you want to have a brand that you're really proud of, that you can launch successfully, you can get clients, and you can really stop doing work that you don't enjoy anymore, then I have an amazing roadmap for you, which is called the Personal Branding Launch Roadmap, that will gonna support you in doing exactly that. I'm talking more in detail about this kind of steps that I share with you today, and I'm giving you even a glimpse of what it takes to actually take clients from where they are to where they want to get, knowing the client journey, and all the process going from being unknown to well-paid mentor in your space. So if this sounds amazing, make sure to download it in the description down below, as I keep it free. And I cannot wait to hear from you how this roadmap really helped you in launching your personal brand or having the clarity on the steps that you need to take to become a well-paid mentor. And at the same time, if you have any other questions or you want me to cover something else in the next kind of videos, I'm happy to hear your thoughts about it, and I'm happy to take into consideration if it supports the full community as well. Other than that, I wish you all an amazing day. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell to be notified, share this video with your friends and family if you know that it could support them as well in building a personal brand that they could be proud of. At the same time, I cannot wait to hear from you. What did you learn out from this video? Share with me down below in the comments below, and I'll see you the next